everyone, welcome to my channel. I got some amazing responses on my previous video. I hope you all will find this one interesting as well. Let's begin with the video on one of my favorite topic, DNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid, also abbreviated as DNA, is the principal informational macromolecule of the cell which stores, translates, and transfers genetic information. DNA is the basic unit of heredity and is the genetic material in one's body, which is transmitted from one generation to another. The first clue that the DNA was the carrier of hereditary information came from the experiment of transformation done by Frederick Griffith in 1928. J. Watson and F. Crick in 1953 discovered the 3D structure of DNA. In prokaryotes, DNA is present in the nuclear zone. In eukaryotes, DNA is present in nucleus, mitochondria, and chloroplasts. Primary structure of DNA. It refers to the nucleotide structure consisting of a string of nucleotides joined together by phosphodiester linkages. Nucleotides. The fundamental building block of DNA. DNA is a polymer made up of many repeating units known as nucleotide. Do you see the A here? Guess what? There can be G, C or T in place of A. Let's see how. The nucleotide comprises of three parts. Sugar, nitrogen base, phosphate group. Sugar. The sugar of nucleic acids called pentose sugar have 5 carbon atoms, out of which 4 are joined by an oxygen atom to form a 5-sided ring. The sugar is called 2-deoxyribose because there is no hydroxyl molecule present at the second position. There are 2 types of pentose sugar present in nucleic acids. Deoxyribose sugar that is present in DNA, ribose sugar that is present in RNA. The ribose sugar contains an additional oxygen atom at 2' position in RNA, which makes it more reactive and less stable than DNA. Nitrogen base. There may be 2 types of nitrogen base, purines and pyrimidines. Purines. In both DNA and RNA, 2 purines are present, adenine and guanine. Pyrimidines. In DNA, 2 pyrimidines are present, thymine and cytosine, while in RNA, instead of thymine, uracil is present. In nucleotide, the N base always forms a covalent bond with 1 carbon atom of sugar. The structure consisting of a sugar and base is known as nucleoside. Phosphate group. The third component of nucleotide is phosphate group, which consists of H3PO4 atom bonded to 4 oxygen atoms. A phosphate carries negative charge, which makes DNA acidic in nature. The phosphate group is always bonded to the 5th carbon atom of sugar in nucleotide. Polynucleotide strand. DNA is made up of many nucleotides connected by covalent bond, which joins 5' phosphate group of one nucleotide to the 3' carbon atom of next nucleotide, forming the polynucleotide strand, and the linkage is called phosphodiester linkage. The backbone of strand is composed of alternating sugar and phosphate group. Their basis projects away from the longitudinal axis of strand. The polynucleotide chain is polar in nature, that is, it contains phosphate group at 5' atom called 5' end and hydroxyl atom at 3' carbon atom called 3' end. Fun fact. If inverted 180 degrees, the double helix looks superficially the same because of the complementary nature of the 2 DNA strands. Secondary structure of genome. The secondary structure of DNA refers to its 3D configuration, that is, its fundamental helical structure. In secondary structure of DNA, it consists of polynucleotide strand wounded around each other. The 2 strands run in opposite direction, that is, they are antiparallel. This means the 5' end of one strand is opposite to the 3' end of other strands. The polynucleotide strand in the secondary structure consists of 3 bonds. Bonds involved are phosphodiester linkage present in between 2 molecules of nucleotide, glycosidic bond present in between sugar and nitrogen base, hydrogen bond present in between 2 nitrogen bases of complementary strands, holding the strands together. Classes of DNA. Depending on the condition in which DNA is placed, the 3D structure of DNA vary. The DNA can appear majorly in 3 types of secondary structure: aDNA, bDNA, and zDNA. The chart shown in the video will help you to understand more about these types of DNA. Everything mentioned in the video will definitely help you structure your answers properly while you write them down in your examination. If you have any doubt or want the notes of this video, please consider joining my Discord channel. The link will be given down below. I'll be happy to see you there and will definitely help you in any way possible. Thank you for watching.